thanks so much for stopping by. This is Amy. I appreciate you coming to my channel. If you are new, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post something new. Today I'm going to be showing you how I paint a red rose. I'm going to be using the Cardinal Red, which is a multi-surface paint, along with Peridot, which is also a multi-surface paint, Licorice, which is the enamel paint, and Thicket, which is also enamel paint, and these are all FolkArt products. The brush I'm going to be using is a 3/4 flat brush, and it is from Plaid. It's a one-stroke brush. Alright, let's get started. Now, you can see on here I've made attempts to do this before, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to switch to a bigger brush. Maybe that'll be easier, because I did one earlier as practice and did fine, and now I'm trying to do the video and it's not coming out fine, so I'm not sure what the problem is. But anyhow, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to do this stroke. Remember, it's kind of a stroke where it reminds me like I am washing the floor. Alright, so I'm just going to keep doing my little strokes and then tapping my brush into the paint as I go. And again, you don't have to keep loading your brush. I don't like a lot of paint on my brush, so if I get to that point I will end up scraping it off. The reason why you need to have another color along with your red is so that there is something that distinguishes between the layers. If you use just all red, you wouldn't, you know, you might be able to see some layering, but it's not going to be as prominent as if you, I hate that when I get to this point it turns so dark. But anyhow, it would just, you could see it, but you'd have to be up close and it just wouldn't look as nice. But you need to try to keep it as limited as possible so it's not predominant. Alright, so I'm putting in my center, and then I like to go, now this is my typical rose that I paint a lot of. I like to go back in and then just paint around the center like this. There's so many varieties of painting roses. I think that you could probably spend a whole day on that, honestly. And you know, it's really something that I would say, grab yourself some wax paper and sit down and play with it, because there really is that much, get that off my brush, that much variation, even from one painter to the next. And then you just do, now you could try a variation, and I did this with white just to see what the difference is. The only problem I can see with the white, you can do it, is that you have to be careful that it doesn't turn into pink, because that can happen very, very easily. So there's, you know, one flower with that, and then you can go back in. You want to do, you know, an arrangement of sorts. Like I said, now you can see that this is getting very dark with the black, and that's something too where it's just, it's not as easy, I think, as if you were trying to do, like I like to do, my favorite is doing the berry wine with the white on the outside, with the berry wine on the inside part. That for me is my favorite, and that's why you see it done a lot on items that I sell, because it is my favorite combination. I just think the two show up really well and just makes for a very pretty flower. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to have them like they're coming. And you can clean off your brush if it gets too dark, you know, or wipe it off. I'm over here wiping it off on a towel. But I kind of like to do then the extra little layer here. I guess sometime I'll have to do just a demo on different styles of the roses, because roses are actually one of my favorite flowers. I'll just put it in like that, and then come back over. Like I said, I really don't want a lot of black. Then you're going to get some other colors coming in here, mixing. Like I said, and you could actually get your own variation of colors, as far as, you know, maybe not put as much black on your brush, or add another, maybe even another color into it, because you can do 3 colors just tipping it. Alright, so then I'm going to come over here and do a third, because I do like painting flowers in 3s. And that's another thing too. If you're new to my videos, you'll notice that I do always try to do in 3s or odd numbers. Doesn't have to actually be 3s, just really odd numbers. I go like this. This one's going to be, and see, with my painting of the roses, I like to come back then over to, I like to cover that part up. So that's why I then start in the middle of the petal beside it. And then I'm going to put my little centerpiece. I guess then you can do variations. I'm basically doing 3 of the same. And I will keep going here. I was trying to do this with a smaller brush, and it just wasn't having it. It's just too dark. All right. And then we're going to do this. I mean, this is a pretty combination, I think. These are beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to flip it back. And this one's kind of going in a different direction, but okay. Alright, so I cleaned my brush out. Now I'm going to do my leaves. And on these, you can just put in a few, or put in a lot, however you want to do it. Go like that. And I just think too that there's such a variation of leaves. I mean, you can go do your wiggly leaves, which I truly love. That's something too, if you follow my videos, you'll notice. They're like my favorite to do. And mix them up, mix and match. And then just have a little stumpier one. Like that. And the way I'm painting this, actually, I like that it did that. Let's clean that up a little bit. We'll put another one in here. I like to do them on top of each other too. I can go with that and just keep doing that theme. And put it like that. And you could do more. There's just not a whole lot of space on this, so I'm truly not trying to add too many. As people know, I do like leaves. If you follow me, you would know. So I can get a little crazy with them, but it's not necessary, right? As I always say, you know, in nature, things don't just evenly fall. So you might just overlap things because that's how it's really going to be. And if you want to add maybe some, I don't know, free fill-in flowers, not free, but fill-in flowers. Get a little bit of this on here. Getting a little heavy with the green. But I do, you know, just this type of painting is, on this tray, is just meant to be very fast and easy tips, kind of. Do that. I hope I'm staying on the plate here, or on the screen, I'm sorry. The fillers are cute. You know, you can actually do this with white. And this is pulling in a little bit of the red, which is perfectly fine. I'm good with that. In fact, I might go back over these and put some of that in it, because I like that color. Actually, this looks very pretty on this tray, doesn't it? So I found this tray the other day when I was shopping, because I've been looking for something that I can actually just paint on to do videos with, and this just happened to come up and I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. So I went with it. I like it. So you see how like little filler flowers can actually add so much. Now I'm looking at having 3 right now, but if I add another one it's going to be 4. But I'm going to go with it. It's out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to go with it. I had a customer, or not a customer, but a fan ask me about painting a red rose. That's why I'm doing this one. And I'm just trying to get some actual painting done. I thought, well, this would be a good video. Alright, I have it upside down. Like I said, in nature, you're not going to have everything going. When you have a bouquet of flowers, they're not all going this direction, that direction. They're, you know, together. They're separate. So, alright, so here you go. I know there's some glare on this, but I think it's pretty. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Do you like this? What color do you normally do with your red if you're doing red roses? I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below if you can let me know that. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Again, if you do, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would love the help in growing my channel. And make sure also there's a share button below this video. Make sure you hit on that too and share it with your friends and family. Share it in your social network for me. That would be very much appreciated. Anyways, until the next video, you have a good one and we'll talk to you then.